And hello there, Cougar Academy Algebra 1, and welcome to Lesson 7.2, Solving Systems of Equations by Graphing. So, we looked at last lesson how to solve by testing out answers. This time around, we're going to see systems more graphically. So, here essentially is what's going on. We have two equations, and we're going to graph both of those at the same time on the same plot. So, for example, we will graph this first equation. I'll make it here our maroon color. And we are going to graph it just like before. So y-intercept at -3, hopefully graphing something you're getting better at, and a slope of -5 over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the left 4. Okay. Also, we'll connect those the best we can. So use a nice little line here to connect those, and there's our first graph. Now we're going to do the same thing and graph the second one. You can choose another color. Let's say we'll make it blue. Okay, and y-intercept at 1 and a -1/4 slope. So down 1 to the right 4 or up 1 to the left 4. Now when we graph these, here's what we're going to notice. They are going to intersect, and it's not perfect, but they would cross at this point right here. And that particular point is our solution. So that corresponds to the coordinate point that you found before. Now, the solution in this case, you should note, is in the form of an ordered pair, x and y. And that means our x-coordinate is at -4, and the y-coordinate is at 2. So you should get in the habit of recognizing the coordinates as your x and then the y value as well for where they cross. So that is the solution to those two equations, okay? Supply and demand, and we'll see some other applications. That is some way, or some of the ways that this can be applied. But let's just work on the skills today. Also, you need to remember how to graph from standard form. And the best way to do that is to get into point slope form or slope intercept form. So this would be the same thing as y equals -x minus 1. I'm going to go through them a little quick because these are skills you should be familiar with. Y equals -4x plus 2. And once you do that, it's just two little equations. So -1 slope, and doing our best to connect those here. Can I use a ruler? That would be cool. And connect those. Check that out. All right. Connect those. Get rid of that. And we will also graph the other equation, plus 2, and a -4 slope. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. And let's connect these together. Can I move it? Let's see here. We'll connect those the best we can. I'm liking this new program. It's pretty neat. What we can see is that at the point 1, -2, we have our solution. So 1, -2 is where those two graphs collide. So don't forget about slope-intercept form from standard form. Let's look at one more example. So just more practice, remembering how to get into standard form or slope-intercept from standard form. We have to add the x's over or subtract them. So -5x plus 8. And then divide by 4. So y is equal to -5/4 x plus 2. And let's also worry about this other equation. So it is also going to be 4y equals -5x plus 16, dividing by 4, and y equals negative 5/4 plus 4. This particular set of graphs has something unique about it. So let's focus on the first one, graphing negative 5/4 x plus 2, and down 5 over 4. And let's combine with our ruler here, knock out those 2 points best we can. And we are also going to look at the other graph, let's say blue, up 4, and the same slope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to connect those together. Now, when we connect those, you should notice, okay, there's something unique about these two. These two lines are what we know as, maybe you remember, they are parallel. So they're parallel lines, which actually means there are no solutions. So there are some special scenarios in which you may have no solutions. So those lines are never going to touch. No solutions. I like to write that in between here to kind of help you remember that. No solutions. That's going to always happen if you have the same slope. So notice, same slope, but different y-intercepts. So same slope, different y-intercepts are no solutions. Okay, so that's graphing. One other thing just to remember, please recall if you have the graph like y equals 4, okay, y equals 4 is a horizontal line. Alrighty, so don't forget about that. If you had something like x equals 3, that is a vertical line. Okay, those can be solutions and such, but please remember those little things about graphing, and that is all I have for you. So good stuff, guys, and please practice those.